All right. Okay, so here we are. It's January. We are back at afternoon tea at SME. Mr. J and I are here, our fearless assistant principal. Same agenda as always. Try to be really consistent. What's happening here? Some health and safety updates, and then just making sure folks know how to stay involved. If you're here, obviously you're connected, and that's wonderful. So we've got so many great things going on right now, and I really wanted to highlight our students that have really evoked habit number 8, which is find your voice, because what each of these photos is a snapshot of a student club. So these are students that on their own have said, I want to start a gamers club. That's the one kind of right in the middle at the top. I want to start a sports club. I want to start an anime club. And these students have gotten support from a staff member to sponsor the group, but they are the ones that do the work and lead the meetings, make sure everyone's got permission slips, make sure they know what they're going to do each day. So it's just been so fun to see our kids find their voice and be connected in a very special kind of way for them. So top left, we have the drama club. In the middle, we have gamers. The far right, that's a bigger picture of the gamers club. Bottom right is anime. The middle is our sports club. That's only about half of them. And then the one on the left is a book club. So super exciting, super fun for our kids to find a special way to connect here at school. Always lots of other fun things going as well. Just a lot of teachers are really using art in new ways to not only make sure kids are engaged and having fun, but also connect learning. And we have some teachers, this lesson right here that you see, she was really doing some art tied into how students are feeling, connecting it to our social emotional learning opportunities for kids, which was really fun to see. And then the photo on the right is a student-led circle where they are writing and drawing about some very personal experiences that they've gone through. That's one of our fourth and fifth grade class representatives. And then in the bottom, in the center, we have a student who is a peer tutor. So a fifth grader tutoring a first grader on reading, which is always neat to see our kids learning from each other. And then on the left, on the bottom, we have a photo of our Stallion Station. So it's our 5th and 6th grade newscasters. They write, record, and publish our weekly broadcast. So just lots of neat things to share since people can't be here on campus with us. So definitely some things going on with health and safety to talk about. This is the same slide that we always have. Want to make sure people are aware that we as a staff group, if anyone here is unvaccinated, they are required to test once a week. Students can also test once a week with parent permission. Anyone who's symptomatic has to present a negative COVID test before returning to school. Testing is free to everybody. And for any adults at home that choose to have their kiddos tested, those results are sent from our testing vendor via text. But recently, there's been some big updates. We've pivoted our facial covering guidance and said that all individuals, regardless of vaccination status, must wear a facial covering while they are in and outdoors unless they're actively eating or drinking. The exception is if they're in a place where they're by themselves, like me and Mr. J, or they're outside more than 6 feet away from other individuals. So a bit of a shift where now the mask, the facial covering requirement is now outdoors as well. I would say that that will be temporary in nature, just given the current number of positive cases that we're experiencing, but we definitely, even this week, are seeing a bit of a downward trend. So I imagine that's a temporary kind of accommodation just during this time coming back from winter break. And then there's been some significant updates to how we contact trace and identify close contacts for students. Rather than sending students home that are close contacts from a positive case here at school, we notify the families, and then we encourage the families to get that child tested. But we are able to keep the students here at school unless they become symptomatic, which is a game changer for us in terms of being able to have kids here at school safely. We're just extra mindful of our health screening every day with students and then monitoring student symptoms throughout the day. But that's been a really big change where now it's a notification process as opposed to an instant, you got to go home and quarantine. So that's been a big one. And I also linked in here, but these have been sent out via email from our district last week. It's recent communication from our district that just outlines these updated procedures. I won't click on them. I'm sure that you guys have seen them, but it just says, identifies what is a close contact, what to do when folks are symptomatic, when folks are positive, if they're asymptomatic and positive, there's all these scenarios and what needs to happen. So there is a letter in English and Spanish, and both of those links will be live once this goes up on our San Miguel website. It's also right on the homepage of the Lemon Grove School District page, website, excuse me. And then it was sent out the 21st. Yes, the 21st via email as well. So if anyone doesn't have it, call the office and we'll get it to you via email. But those are the big updates just recently since we've come back from break. And then as always, we have our weekly COVID testing on site every Tuesday morning. It's a one-time registration, which is great, easy website. And then results are made available to adults at home via text message. So super easy, much more user-friendly than before. Okay. And then I just have some links in there. They're the same as previous afternoon teas with more information in terms of COVID vaccinations, and then frequently asked questions regarding what to do when, a lot of if-then sort of scenarios. So those are all available on the district website. And then again, they're linked here. And once this gets published on our page, there'll be live links as well. And then again, obviously, if you're here, you are connected, but just making sure everyone knows that we're on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Dojo is huge, huge, huge. If you only have one thing to connect with us, Dojo is it. We have lots of YouTube videos, at least every Monday. We've got 2, if not more, going out. And then email is always good. Our Friday family newsletters are always great. That reminds me, Nicolette, are you on our Instagram page? I posted a photo of Isabel a little while ago with her leadership shirt. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, I am on there.
Oh, you'll have to look. It's a really
I will have
good
to look
one.
it up.
It's her with a group of kids and they're holding their leadership shirts. She got a leadership award. I believe it was last month. And they get a VIP shirt. You can only get it if you get a leadership award. So, but that just reminded me that she's on there. So a great way to kind of connect with us in a fun manner.
Yeah.
And then I really try to plug our parent and family engagement department. We have a group of people in the district office who all that they do is create events and news blasts and everything for our families to engage, whether it's within this district community or the community of Lemon Grove. So they've got a whole beautiful website and a monthly newsletter that'll be going out. The month of February's newsletter will be going out this week in our family newsletter, if that made any sense. So that's their long website down at the bottom. And then it's hyperlinked on the slide as well. Again, once you have the slide, you'll be able to click on that directly. And that's it. I don't have anything else. This is the time to ask questions or provide any feedback or make this your time as well. I am going to stop recording.